Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Innocent Abroad, Chapter 7 by Mark Twain. The Innocent Abroad was published in 1869, and this is a humorous travelogue which chronicles Mark Twain's 1867 tour called the Great Pleasure Excursion, where he went with American tourists on a steamship named Quaker City, and he went through Europe and the Holy Land. And in this book, he satirizes both the American travelers' naivety and the old world's customs, where he highlights the clashes between the American progress and the European tradition, and ultimately he finds travel fatal to prejudice, exposing human folly. Now, in chapter 7, it says that for a week the ship had faced a very rough sea because there was storm, and that caused seasickness, and most of the cabins were empty. Particularly, the previous night was the worst because there were high waves and strong winds, and occasionally there was lightning, which showed the stormy sea to them. And in the morning of June 30th, everyone was happy because they saw the land. And the ship sailed into the Straits of Gibraltar with Africa on one side and Spain on the other side. And along the Spanish coast, they saw the old stone towers, which was built so that they can watch for the Moroccan pirates. Pirates are the people who come in the sea, that is the sea pirates. For that safety, they had built the old stone towers in the past. And at that time, a beautiful American ship passed by them, and they all became very happy. And soon the ship reached the Pillars of Hercules, which is a landmark known from the ancient times. And the Rock of Gibraltar came into view. It is a massive rock covered in guns and walls with a town at its base. And some passengers were debating whether to travel to Spain to Paris, but the narrator decided not to go there. And on Gibraltar, they toured the tunnels and galleries which were carved into the rock, and they were filled with cannons pointing out to sea. And the view from the top was stunning, with tiny ships visible through the telescopes. And a guide who was telling the same legend about a Spanish queen who promised to stay on the hill until the English flag was lowered, he is telling to them also. And since the narrator had heard this legend so many times, he was now tired of hearing it. And the rock had a long history of sieges with ancient castles and hidden chambers containing old weapons and armor. And Gibraltar was full of soldiers, tourists, and people from different cultures, and this was a lively scene to enjoy. And among the travelers, some were annoying, like the oracle who used the big words incorrectly, a poet who shared his verses with everyone, and also there was a young man who was asking too many questions, which was irritating them. Now, the narrator and his friends took a small steamer to Tangier, and they enjoyed the sunny weather and the beautiful views. And at Gibraltar, they had brought gloves because the shopkeeper was so very charming. But only after buying, they bought it because he covered them with this picture. But the gloves was of very poor quality. And in Tangier, Moose carried them ashore from the small boats. Here ends chapter 7. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.